All right, guys, what's going on? Today is a beautiful day to have a webinar, and I know you guys really worried about what's going on with immigration to the US in 2026. And today I'm going to give you the exact solutions and exact understanding what it's going to take you to come to the US, start your career, bring your family, and be on your way to get green cards sooner or later, and of course, convert them in the US passports. Okay? And I wanted to show you my passport, my US passport, to give you some motivation. It's a little far away. So, but yes, guys, blue passport is very good. You become a citizen of the world, very powerful. And of course, it's worth all the effort that you need to do to get to that point. So the main topic today is relocation strategy, guys. And with recent ban for 75 countries, things got really heated up. Okay? And I know many of you a little bit depressed and upset, especially you from the country that's a part of this ban. But guys, have no fear, Stanislav is here. I'm gonna give you the exact solutions how to get in and still get the green cards even with the current ban. Okay, so stay tuned. We're gonna cover a lot of material. I really want that to happen within 1 hour, guys, but we can do up to hour and a half. Okay, so prepare yourself morally and physically to be ready for this, and make sure that you write the questions and clarifications on everything that I'm discussing, and maybe something that really bothers you or worries at this point. Okay, so what you will learn today, you will learn the details of eligibility criteria for the main visas at this point: O1, EB1A, and EB2 NIW. And guys, let me tell you right now that O1 visa is it becomes the diamond, platinum, best alternative to anything. I've been talking about this since 2020, many years. But the further we go, the better this visa becomes. You know, like good wine, like good cognac, whatever you guys drink. Okay. So and with the current ban, guys, that's one of the solutions. But we're gonna talk about this a little bit later. Also, I will give you the understanding how to qualify you, how to understand whether you will be a part of that elite in the future. Because guys, the US is changing the gears, it's changing the policies. We need only the best. Okay, people who can bring benefit to the US, not the people who will become consumers of the government resources. Okay, in a practical sense, that means that if I'm giving green light to your case, you will be a part of this elite future people. Okay, for the US, for the best country in the world. More about this also later. What it really takes today in 2026 before the reform. Remember, guys, the reform is coming for EB1A, O1, EB2, NIW, and DHS today repeated that they will release the new regulations, the proposed regulations in January. Okay, today is January. 2 weeks to go, so even less. So we're gonna get it within the next 10 days, and that's gonna be a big update. It doesn't mean they're gonna be implemented very soon, but within a year, definitely within a year. So if you guys want to go by the current laws, which I think is gonna be beneficial because the new change is gonna make it tougher, Trump administration, nothing we can do about this. So really the time to act was yesterday. The second best is today. Okay, if you want to go smoothly with this process. Fresh updates with what's happening, and real type scenarios for you guys to come to the US. Okay, these are the main things you're gonna learn. Now, a A few words, guys, about my corporation for you to. I know a lot of you know me through YouTube, through Instagram, through Telegram Messenger, and other social media. I've been working in this industry for more than 10 years. A lot of experience, a narrow specialization. I don't take family cases. I don't take asylum, deportation. That's not my qualification. If you need someone from those industries, I have people to recommend. In all my company, all 130 people currently working on the project, all have narrow specialization, talent, and business visas. Okay, and investment visas are part of the business visas. So, what are the results we brought to our clients throughout the years? More than 3,400 cases approved. And guys, this is the last year statistics. It's going to be updated very soon because we're still working on the statistics. It's more than 4,000 cases. Okay, more than 4,000 cases, 400 cases. Let me see, connection. I hope everything is good with the connection. We offer, oh, I see that, yeah, guys, nothing I can do. Everything was good with the internet all day. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if things better now, guys. Let me know. Tell me if things improved and we do have the connection. Please let me know. If not, okay, can hear. Good. Works better now. Okay, yeah, back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Should be good. The connection was good with this location. I'm not in the US right now for the whole week. Of course, when the webinar is on, things start happening. So hopefully it's going to be smooth. So back to the results, guys. With all more than 10 years of experience, 11 years at this point, more than 90% of the petitions that I filed been approved, with some visas like O1, 99% chance of approval, guys. Okay, O1 is 99, basically no denials past 3-4 years. So this is really good because the industry is not giving you anything like this, only our company. And a lot of projects, guys. We just last week we started 2 pilot projects. Crazy. Who is doing that? Smart Start and Plus One. 2 projects. I will talk about them a little bit later because they're really important for the purpose of O1, guys. Improving your chances to the max. Okay, not gonna spend too much time here, guys. I think majority of you already have trust in me, in my process, in my corporation, and about the honesty and genuity of what I'm saying. Never said a lie, never exaggerated what's happening, always real, always straight to the point, always assessing the chances because of objective factors, not subjective. So, but on top of that, guys, I have 2 higher education in the US. I would say 2.5 because I have like 3 years of university back in Russia. I work for US federal agencies. I work for US state agencies. I'm a member of Florida Bar Association and some local bar associations and 11th Federal Circuit. Okay. I've been more than 50 countries in my lifetime. US is #1, and I have clients from more than 60 countries in the world. So we do have the international coverage and a lot of trust from different communities: Indians, Nepali, Canadian, UK, Brazil, Colombia, Vietnam. You name the country, guys, we have a client from there. Okay, and like I said, more than 3,000 cases, more than 4,000 as of 2026, and we keep counting our approvals. And by the way, guys, I believe we're the only company in the US who deals with talent and business visas who actually overcame the crisis with RFEs and NOIDs that started in July of 2025. You guys all heard about it. There's a lot of material online. Everybody's complaining. The only company who's not complaining is us, because we're result oriented and we're really swift in changing the process, strategy, and approach to make sure we tackle all the obstacles that USCIS is giving us today. Okay, and we will be the first ones to give you the best solutions on the new laws that coming in this industry. Okay, so I hope you guys follow us on YouTube, on Instagram, on Telegram, on LinkedIn, because we post exclusive materials on each platform that has no connection to each other. Okay, so you got to track that really closely, because things are going to change. Okay, so why this webinar is going to be unique, guys? Well, because I'm going to give you the real breakdown of criteria, not what it says in the law, because you can read the law yourselves. You know, everybody can read, but I will explain how they work in real life, because those are two different things. Also, you guys will be learning a lot of tips from me and our insights and understanding of trends in USCIS, because that's what's happening on a daily basis. And I know you guys gonna say that, let me see what's going on. Your internet connection may not be stable. Audio disable reception for video streams. Okay, hopefully it's gonna get back. Hopefully we're gonna be back with the audio. Let me robot voice, pumpkin cane. Yes, guys, I hope that's I have no influence. Trump is, guys, Trump. Okay. Trump is entering the chat. Okay, Trump is entering the chat, guys. Trump is here. Okay, we need Biden back. Okay, let me guys know. Frozen as I. You guys on fire right now. Oh my God. Yes, frozen as ice. Like Kamchatka, guys. Did you see the videos from Kamchatka in Russia? Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me know if audio is back. Now it's good. Okay. Ice is melting. Hopefully Trump is gonna melt on the immigration policies. So yes, back on track, guys. And I'm sorry, Trump is gone. Yes, that's it. Trump is busy with Greenland, guys. So back on track. And we're going to talk about overall U.S. policies and the changes that we are expecting in 2026. All right, good. So guys, anytime you have a question but you don't want to put it in a common chat, you can press and message us on WhatsApp, the black title at the top of the webinar, and you will be redirected to the company representative. Okay, so if you have something delicate or you don't want to spread some confidential information, no problem, just send a message to the WhatsApp. Okay, and hopefully audio is not going to change throughout the webinar. Briefly, guys, you'll get 2 bonuses today: the US Talent Solution Guide for High Achievers for you, and also I will explain how to get 500 discount on potential services that we can give to you guys. Okay, so stay tuned, and you will know how to get those bonuses. Really good and real ones. It's not like Walmart for Black Friday where they add 500 to the price and then say we subtract. No, real 500. Okay, so only real stuff, guys. Yes. Okay, so let's start with this. What's the special offer? You can get 500 discount if you do if 2 things happen, guys. Number 1, you will fill out the free evaluation form. And guys, not to do that, it's like almost crazy for me, okay? Because with the free evaluation, you will know your chances. You will know which visa, which criteria are good for you and whether you have potential, okay? So you will free evaluation form. I will tell you exactly how to do this. And when I get back to you within 2 days, if you know and you see that the word potential, that's what gives you the automatic 500 discount for the future services. Okay, so free evaluation and the word potential. And I'm going to be honest, guys, not everybody will see the word potential, but those who will see, you will be a part of this elite force in the future, plus 500 discount. All right, let's move on. And there you go, guys. You can do it right now. So there are 2 ways how to do that. First of all, you can scan the QR code with your phone or screenshot and scan from another device. Or I attached the link to free evaluation in a Click Meet. So you can press on that, open up the questionnaire, fill it out, send it to me. Okay, you need to do it while the webinar is going to participate in this giveaway, or I will give you 10 minutes after the webinar. Okay, because I know you guys, some of you want to focus and listen. You don't want to waste anything. So either while the webinar is going or 10 minutes after. Okay, all right, deal. All right, guys. So to be more valuable for you, give you the most value, tell me where you're from, what's your work, and which visa you're considering. Why do I need this information? Because if I have that, I can give you real life examples on the profession, on the type of visa, and the country where you're from, because now country is very important. If you're from Pakistan, Nigeria, Russia, Kazakhstan, Brazil, Colombia, Uruguay, you guys will have a different strategy to come to the US as opposed to those countries that are not a part of this thing. So let's see. And also the questions, I need your questions. Okay, Canada, Dave from Canada, very good. Christine from Amsterdam, photographer 01B, I would add, very good. We have a lot of people in photography industry. Nigeria, resident in Dallas, Texas. Asilama, very good, Asilama. Guys, if you're already in the US and you're from one of those countries that were banned for immigrant visas, you guys golden, okay? Make sure you do everything possible and we can help you with that. Not to leave, okay? Because things are not looking good for those countries. So everything you can do to stay, and we have some solutions for you. Okay, Johan from Germany, Bavaria, very good. Worked software development engineer, a lot of software engineers. Visas mentioned, okay. Nigeria, Michael. Software engineer Dave, that from Canada, E2 investor visa or NIW. Dave, don't rush. Maybe O1 is one of the options for you as well. Matej, Slovakia, right now unemployed. I want to come to USA, join army. Good. What's your profession? Matej? I need to know. As in from Nigeria. Yes, good. Adnan reading in Oman but Pakistan citizen. Okay. If you have the second passport, guys, very good. AML, CFT, banker, EB2NIW. Also EB1A, guys. If you're looking at EB2NIW, do not exclude EB1A. Doreen from France, international relations specialist. Okay, very good. We have those. Considering EB2NIW, thank you for doing this webinar. Also, Doreen, EB1A. Consider O1 and EB1A as well. Those are powerful visas as well. Ken, dual citizen, British, Nigeria. We're going to use the British one. Cybersecurity, guys. Artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, engineers, IT, blockchain, mining, cosmos, like satellites. Those are really good ones. Really good. Israel for HBAN, IT company, EB1A. Yes, that's the way. Okay, what else? Khaled for evaluation. Canada, good. UK is in. Nice. Software, currently I-140 stage of EB3, so O1 may be the intermediate solution for you. Good. Why O1 better than E2? Seems less judgmental. Oleg is asking. Well, because with O1 you don't have to put the investment in your business, and there's no limit or how you're gonna do your business. With E2 there are certain things that USCIS wants us to do. So if there's O1 instead of E2, I would go for O1. Not always, but in many cases. Okay, technician of medicine equipment, LS, very good. Brian, EB2NW, F1 OPT STEM, maybe O1 in this mix as well. More Nigeria, a resident in UK, Germany. A bunch of Germans, Canadians, and Nigerians, guys, very good. CEO, it's business. Canada, EV research, very good. University, my God, you guys on fire today. I love it. German, Kazakh citizenship right now. Yes, Kazakhstan is no good. Germany is very good. Still have solutions for Kazakhstan as well. H1B, private equity, Punit, Dallas. I think you're from Punit. You're from India probably. Let me know if I got it wrong. Okay. Guys, good. Tanzania. Wow, Tanzania. I think I had one client from Tanzania. It's also with a ban. So O1 is a solution. Oman, Pakistan passport. Yes, O1, guys. You from banned countries. O1 is your solution for many of you. Okay, guys, very good. A lot of people from UK, Germany, Canada, some India, Pakistan, and a bunch of others. Very good. So, okay, so I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind to give you better examples for your professions in the countries. Okay, guys, let me. Yes, the most effective visas in the US, guys, hands down, right now with all this craziness and the ease of getting approval for the visa, O1 is best of the best of the best of the best. It's fast, 8 months. It's relatively simple. Everything depends on us, right? If you have 2-3 criteria, which most of you do have, we can add 2-3 more through PR agencies, through our vendors, through our projects in the company. And with 5-6 criteria with O1, you guys will be in the US really, really fast. Now, you want to tell me, Stanislav, we need the employer for O1. Guys, this is intensively covered in our company because we always had the solution for this. Now we have more. So it could be your own company. It could be a company of vendors. We have vendors in the US that help you with the job offer and the company. And right now we started a new pilot project. It's free as of today because we want to test it and run it. We have a lot of clients for O1 visas and a lot of people who want to use their own companies for O1 purposes. But to avoid the conflict of interest and do it in a simple and understandable way, we did this pilot project where we match you with another client in the company who also is going on O1, and you guys exchange the job offers. Okay? So totally legal, no problem. We have the algorithm how to do that, and there are different ways how to address this. Maybe it's an agency, maybe it's just regular employer, maybe something else. So there are variations of that, but just keep in your mind that we have that taken care of for you to decrease the risk of not for the counselor in the embassy not liking your own employer. Although it's totally legal to have your company as your employer, it's even in the policy. But for some reason, not all embassies are excited about that, okay? So we remove that risk through matching you from another client in the company, okay? Guys, no one is doing this. And no one ever will, okay? Only we really care about your cases. Okay, so O1 is the best. And if you are from the country that is banned from getting the visa, the immigrant visa, so you cannot get EB1A, but you can get O1, come to the US. And because we usually do the EB1A strategy, but file it for O1, after you come to the US, we file your case for EB1A and adjust your status through Form 485. Okay? Because the ban is on the issuance of the visa. It's not on the adjustment of status in the US. Okay? Those of you who have tourist visas and from those countries, from 75, there is maybe a better option through tourist visa. But not gonna discuss this. This is like each case is different. So O1 is universal. Okay, and also for the rest of you from UK, from Germany, if you guys want to come to the US as soon as possible, and I'm telling you, if we start your case today, you are in the US by the fall, by the autumn. Okay, you guys British, autumn. Okay, so autumn, fall, whatever, very fast. You can bring your family, and your kids can go to school, you guys can work, and we can do the way you can work with different companies. So very, very good visa. Your spouse cannot work. This is the only negative thing, but they can go to school or they can get the dividends from the business, yours or someone else or theirs. Okay, so no work for the salary, but dividends is fine. All right, so there is a way to deal with this. Guys, some advantages of O1, you can read it, you can screenshot it. Let's not waste time because the real juice is with the criteria, and I really want to bring you that value as soon as possible. But O1 has no limit, has no seasonality, has no requirements for education, has no requirement for the language, no lottery, no quota, premium processing, really fast, and all of you who have about 3 years of experience in your profession, IT, cybersecurity, CEO, business, development, research, you guys will get O1, I can tell you right now, with 99% chance. Okay, 99% chance. So 3 years for the visa, unlimited extensions, and foundation for EB1A. Okay. Especially for Indians, it's crucial because EB1A is the only way to get the green card in the near future. Okay, for the rest of you, not from India, not from China, this is the fast transition from O1 to EB1A. Usually happens within the first 3 years of O1. And in many cases, if the strategy is as I want it to be, then we after you enter on O1, we basically refile your case because we were preparing for EB1A and get you the whole thing within a year from today. Okay, a year, maybe a couple of months. All right, so now, guys, I'm gonna show you why many of you, and I know you didn't know that, but many of you have 2, 3, maybe some of you 4 criteria. We need only 3 by law, but I like O1s with 5, sometimes 6 criteria just to make sure that the case is very, very strong. Okay, so, and there's a photographer, there's some people from art. Art is O1B, everything else is O1A. Business, science, like IT, engineers, athletes, sport, soccer, hockey, things like that, education. Art and influencers, beauty industry, movies, DJs, dancers, O1B. A little bit different criteria, but very similar. So we're going to be talking about O1A with the criteria, and if you're from art, you're still gonna get the understanding of what's needed from you. So O1A, 8 criteria, guys: awards, media coverage, scientific articles, judging the work of other professionals, contribution in the industry, critical leading role, high salary, and professional associations. So we need to pick 3, or in our case, we want to get 5 to 6 that we want to prove, okay, that we want to put in the case. And when I finish with explaining how those criteria work, I will give you an average case of O1 with the number of achievements, because you'll be like Melissa is going to be like, okay, Stanislav, how many awards should I give you? How many media coverage articles? So I'm going to tell you exactly the average case. Each case is different, but an average. All right. So guys, this is the most important stuff. So if you want to take notes, I encourage you. Take screenshots so you remember, because a lot of things are going to be said right now. Awards. What is an award? Award is your participation in industry, professional events, competitions, and taking a prize. Okay? You don't have to have the first place. Could be second, third, Grand Prix, whatever that is. But it gotta be at least of a national level. Okay, national level. So UK, Germany, Tanzania, Colombia, Canada, on the national level. If it's international, of course, it's better, more closer to EB1A level. But for O1 national is very good. Hackathons, datathons, business awards, best teacher award, things like that, right? So this is the classic way. However, guys, there are other ways to prove this criterion. They are as follows. The government awards. If you guys have government awards, this could be an award for the purpose of the petition. Grants and scholarships from prestigious universities, government agencies, institutions, or non-for-profit organizations. Sometimes even for-profit if they're prestigious. Okay? Participation in incubators and accelerators that are prestigious could be an award. Sale of business for big amount of money. How much is big? I would say 100K for O1 and 500K for EB1A purpose. So if you sold your business for big amount, that could be an award as well. And also investment in your idea by professional investor, venture fund, or angel investors could be also an award. And last but not least, guys, if you invited to speak at the conference, prestigious conference, where they really scrutinize who are the people to speak, and especially if they publish your paper, your thesis, whatever that was, that is also an award. Okay? So speaking at the conferences, guys, very, very important if you can. If you have that, very good. If you can participate, do it. Okay, it's going to reflect in other criteria as well. So this is awards. How to prove? Of course, all physical evidence of participation in wherever you were, websites, social media, awards, diplomas, certifications, all these pictures, maybe some video materials, but also a letter from the organizers. So if it was a hackathon, they need to sign a letter that we're going to prepare. Okay, just like many other criteria, they proved by letters. Okay, good. So this is awards. Media coverage, guys. Two main things. And by the way, TV shows, movies, documentaries, radio also fits in this criterion. But 95% of the time, it's articles in the press. Two types of articles, in major press and professional. Okay, two big categories. Major press, we qualify, there's a bunch of things we need to do, but a good qualification is 15% of the population of the country, let's say in India, right? India.com is a major website, news outlet. And I know India is measured a little bit different because there's a big population. Let's take UK, some London Times, and I'm making things up, read by 20 million people in a month of unique visitors through the statistics. That's gonna be major, okay? And things like that. So 15%, 1/5 of the population is a good measure of the unique visitors on the website of that newspaper or magazine as a major median of the for the media coverage. Professional is not how many people read, but who or what is the audience. Okay, who are the readers? So to qualify it as, for example, IT industrial media, Tech Bulletin, IT Weekly, and similar, right? Those are read by only IT people. So photographers will not read that. Businessmen probably will not read that. Teachers, engineers, they're not going there. IT people, yes. So this is professional, okay? So two different types. Then four things for this criteria: title, date, author, and it's about you and or your work. So there must be a title, usually no problem. A date, when it was published, usually no problem. Author is always a problem. I don't know why. Some of those materials don't have author, the journalist name. So make sure on the website there is a name of the journalist who wrote this article about you. Okay, and it must be about you or your work. And guys, these criterion we can help you with because we work with professional PR agencies who can find journalists who will want to write a material about you and your work and your profession. Okay, so this criterion is taken care of. The next one is scientific academic articles. And guys, I know that in the law it says that it could be expert opinion or expert article. Almost never works. Okay, unless it's like Bloomberg or Yahoo Finance, Forbes, or things like that. If you write your expert opinion in some even good media, usually don't accept that. So we work immediately on academic articles. Okay, and also just like with media, we have resources and companies who can help you with this. Okay, who will guide you through this process to expedite it. All right, because you all can do it yourself. It's not as hard as it sounds, but when you have professional help, this is much easier. Okay, so these two criteria we have the resources to help you with. The fourth criterion is judging the work of other professionals. And guys, the classic way to prove this criterion is through being a judge at the competitions. But you'll be surprised that it's not the most popular. The most popular are indirect ways, and those are in usually organically rising from your profession. So we had some IT people, some consultants, some CEOs, some cybersecurity people. So let's call you STEM. Okay, like STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. So if you guys in STEM, not only you, but mostly you, if you do code review, architectural review, the cloud architecture review, the cross-team reviews, performance review, hiring with technical task for your company, all these things are judging the work of others. Okay, and I know it's like, oh my God, I probably have it right now. Some of you thought, and this is true. Indirect way to prove judging is through your everyday work. Okay, when you're being asked to assess something else. If you're a CEO or like your top manager, you may be asked to analyze the process in a department or audit the processes and fix them. That's also you have to assess the work of other people who did those processes. Okay, so this criterion is really easy. It's always present in the cases, and most of you have it, especially from STEM industry. If you are a photographer, maybe another photographer consult you and ask you about the right angle they're taking on the pictures, and you can give them the second opinion. If you're a doctor, also second opinion on diagnostics on for the patients and things like that. Okay. If you're a professor in a university, maybe you review the educational program for the department, okay, and thus you assess what other professors did in the past before you. So, guys, judging is a good one. It's always a go, okay, and sometimes our PR partners, they can help you to find the competition to be a judge as well. Okay, so this criterion is totally taken care of. Contribution in the industry, guys. Oh, by the way, judging a letter from organizers or from the company where you did the analysis of something, and by the structure that we're going to give you is going to do the trick. Contribution in the industry, and here we are looking at something innovative and significant. Innovative, it's something new, or with a new angle, or with the new features. Okay, maybe something old, but with partially new things happening. And significance is the use. Okay, we do not have to prove we did some crazy change in the industry. Now everybody is doing things differently. No. But if it has some effect in the industry, and what could it be? Pretty much anything, guys. Patents, books, citations for publications. Again, the sound. My God. Let me guys know if you hear me. Let me know if you hear me. So, educational courses, intellectual property, sometimes even things like trademarks. Okay. So applications, websites, software, hardware, new process, new algorithm, dissertation, okay? All this could be contribution in the field, okay? As long as there's something new and they're significant, and significance we measure by the use. Okay, and the best proof of the use is monetary thing, like people pay to use it. Okay, so this is the best, and this is the criterion that is really strong. Okay, because around contribution, if we have it, we can build the whole petition, especially for O1. And many times, guys, your contribution is also organic, based on the company where you're working right now or you worked in the past. Just whatever they worked at, maybe some banking solution, some platform that people use, the educational courses and things like that. Okay, so dig in your memory what you've done in the past 5 years in those companies you worked, and maybe something you did something good for the industry in those. Also, letters, expert opinion letters, independent assessment of your contribution. By the way, the NEO project, guys, we have a NEO project. That one has been working for many years, where we can get you up to 4 independent expert assessment of your case or criteria. So there's no analog of this project in the industry. Only my company does that. How does it work? We find you the match in the same profession, in the same field within the current clients, and you guys exchange those really heavyweight letters. And why they independent? You guys don't know each other. So independent judgment. Why the expert? Because both of you guys working on the case, you're talented, you're experts, and it's the assessment, it's analysis of the case. Okay, The cost of such a letter in the industry is $1,500 if you want to get some expert through the vendors that exist. Up to 4 letters, the value of that $6,000. You guys get it free just by working with our company. Okay, and very important for the contribution because you gotta have a good expert assessment of that. Okay, leading or critical role in a company with distinguished reputation. The difference between leading and critical: when you have a leading role, you lead people. You lead and control people. If you have critical role, you do an important function in a company. Okay, sometimes you have both. Sometimes you have a hybrid. Okay, sometimes you have just only one. Okay, and the reputation of the company, of course, there are different factors. How famous the company is. There's a press coverage about them. Do they have awards? Do they have reputation within the community and things like that? But sometimes we can assess a company with reputation, even if it's a small company, if it has famous clients. Okay, so XYZ London Ltd, nobody knows about it, there's no press, there's no awards, but their clients are Walmart, CVS, and Amazon. Okay, those companies not gonna work with companies without reputation. So through their clients, we can establish a reputation. Okay, and there's more tips and tricks on that, but this is a very important one to understand, to see if the companies where you're working or where you worked in the past. Guys, if something happened in the past and you're not a part of this, it's still an evidence of any of the criteria: your salary, your critical roles, your contributions, your judgings, anything. So past and present. Okay, doesn't matter how far ago it was, as long as you're in the same industry. All right. So with the critical leading role is proved by the letter. Very specific letter. We have templates, we have examples, we have the teams explaining to you what needs to be there or doing the work for you if you go with the higher offers with the company. Big letter explaining the reputation and explaining what did you do for the company, how did it reflect in the company's results. Okay, the best measure is always what? Dinero, el dinero. Okay, the money. If you're making the money for the company, that's the best measure of your important role. Okay, highest salary, guys, and let me cover all the criteria. I'll get back to your questions in a second. Okay, so higher salary, significantly higher salary, as the law says. What exactly that means? And a lot of people confused with this criteria. Guys, remember this formula. Very important to understand. Your salary must be 20% higher than an average professional in your field, in your geographical location. Okay? Let me repeat this. Your salary must be at least 20% more than an average professional in your industry, in your geographical location. So in Bavaria, I just remembered someone from Bavaria, right? And whatever this, I think Bavaria, I'm not sure if Bavaria is the city. Correct me if I'm wrong, but whatever that region is, right? So as measured by government statistics. Because Johan is going to tell me, Stanislav, my salary is in the market. It's not 20% more. Maybe it's 5% more than the market. And I'm going to say, Johan, that's not how we measure. We measure not by the market. We measure by the government statistics, which is always lower than the market. And of course, you guys need to pay taxes on that, okay? And I know usually in Europe, no problem. But you guys from Africa, from Asia, from Russia, where I'm from, I know how it's done. Okay, half of the salary like this, and half like this. So we gotta show the taxes on the whole thing. Okay, so very important, guys. So trust me, many of you, as of right now, have that criterion in because it's not the market, it's the government statistics. And the last one, guys, professional association. Very hard criterion to prove unless you're from STEM, like IT engineer, like a professional, okay? Like a certified professional. For you, if you're IT, cybersecurity engineers, analytics, data analysis, all this good stuff from STEM, we have associations for you, guys. Okay, and we're already advising you on that on a step of complex immigration planning, which is the second step after the free evaluation if you have a potential. Okay, free evaluation of potential, complex immigration planning for the development of the written strategy, and then a full filing of the case working with the team for the 6 months. That's pretty much the 3 steps that you guys go with our company. Okay, so in that strategy, you will have recommendation for all improvements that we can help you with, or you can do on your own under my control. Okay, and this is the strength, because in day 1 of starting working on your case, guys, you know how it's gonna look in 6 months and what you need to do for that. A lot of work. Spoiler alert, a lot of work, but it's totally worth it. So the requirements for the association is as follows. 2 things. In their charter or bylaws, it needs to say that they accept for outstanding achievements. Okay, so look for those, and not necessarily like with these words, but the concept. Okay, they may say for significant contribution in the industry. It's same as outstanding achievements. Okay, so different language, but the same concept. And so bylaws or charter saying who could be a member, or sometimes they have hierarchy. Regular member for this, fellow for this, honorably member, honorably fellow, whatever that is. So you may look at the higher ranking in a association. So outstanding achievement, and those who make the decision, they must be experts in the industry. So like a committee within the association that are really experts, recognized experts, like mini EB1A or O1 visa for them, and they make the decision. So you see, it's really hard to get association unless you're in STEM. Okay, you guys have a free criterion basically. So 8 criteria, guys, and I know. Put number 1, guys. Put number 1 who counted 2-3 criteria from what I've said. Let's see how many of you got at least 2-3 criteria. And while you guys doing this, don't hesitate. If you found, all of you found critical role, all of you found probably high salary if you work for more than 3 years in the industry. Many of you found judging. Some of you found the contribution in the industry, maybe association. So it could be anywhere from 2 to 5 criteria. And yes, Oleg, Shade, Dave, Tok, Nicholas, and Tok's like, okay, 2. So 2 means that 2 plus 2 criteria, 4, okay? Nicholas, Ken, Khaled, Nicholas, exactly. And those of you guys who put the number, you get the style points, more chances of approval once you start working on the case because you guys have a good vibe, good energy. Those of you who found but did not put it in, you guys also will qualify, okay, with less style points. So definitely, guys, if you didn't do the free evaluation yet, do it, because you will pass it, you'll likely see the word potential, and you need to start your case as soon as possible because the changes are coming. Okay, so we need to jump on this train to take us to the US as soon as possible. Now, as I promised, guys, an average case for O1, and then I'm going to address your questions, and we're going to move on and proceed with the webinar. So, like I said, guys, there are no two similar cases in my career for no visas. But still, if I take all hundreds of O1 cases divided by the criteria, I will get an average case. So what would be the average case? 2 judging engagements, okay? And it could be your code reviews, architecture reviews, hackathons, whatever. 3 media articles, 2 academic publications, 2 critical roles, and higher salary. That's it, guys. It's not as hard as you thought, because the name is like extraordinary person. Like, oh my God, Stanislav, I'm not extraordinary. It's not about that, guys. It's about the criteria. Only criteria will give you a measure if you're extraordinary. Okay? So let me give you another combination, because I give you an average, but there are many ways to prove it. Professional association, 1 professional association, 1 contribution in the industry, 2 critical roles, articles, and publications. That's it. All 1 approved. Okay? Of course, if more, better for EB1A for the future. But that's what we need. And your employer question has been answered in the beginning of this webinar. We have a bunch of ways how to give you the employer. So your O1 is approved, and by default, you are in the US, preparing to file your EB1A case. Okay, and Nazin says, I love your attitude. Guys, I love what I do, and I do what I love. Very easy principle, okay? If I'm doing something, I'm loving it, and because I love this, I do it, okay? Very important for me. Okay, let's see a few of your questions, and we're gonna move on to the next session of the TN visa. I'm not gonna cover today. It's for professionals from Canada. There's a lot of materials online. Help with the finding jobs. Do we find jobs in the US? Not really. We can help you with the employer for the purpose of criteria and maybe with the job offer. But the once you guys here, you need to do it, be on your own. Okay, that's a little too much, and maybe there's a conflict of interest in this case. How do you evaluate several areas of talent? I have played professional volleyball. Interest in building a business in IT. Okay, good question. So Johan is asking if I have achievements in a few areas. How do we evaluate it? We find the one with most achievement and recognition, and we stick to that one. We never mix. Johan. But a very good question. Yes, Khaled, those are the same criteria as EB1A. EB1A has two more. We're gonna talk about this. Yes. Does this have to be a full-time jobs, or it's also relevant to mention part-time jobs? Johan, if you're talking about critical role in a company, it could be part-time as long as you bring good for the company. Okay, maybe I missed some questions. Let me go back, guys. If I'm from Israel and my wife from one of the 75 banned countries, can I still apply for both of us for EB1A visas? Good question with no answer. HBAN. I know this is a serious question, and there's a bunch of others. If I'm from Russia, but my spouse is from Vietnam, can I use her citizenship to bypass the ban? I don't know. The law is silent on that. So we will be working on that to let you guys know in the future, because it's very important. But because you're from Israel, you guys can get those tourist visas pretty easy, and that could be a solution for your question. Okay, for your or through O1 visa if it's a problem with the spouse. But yes, we are tracking the answer to this question. Very, very important. Okay. Have high school diploma, business trade, accounting, but I don't work in the field. Okay, that's fine. Which we're gonna use the field where you work. I have athletic background that I hoped would carry me in a petition to join Army between NIW. Matej, fill out the free evaluation. I'll take a look. I'll take a look on that. Okay, let me see what else. Let me see the early questions, guys. Let me know if I missed something. Repeat the question if I missed something. Okay, I think we're good. Thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate. A little bit of love, always good. Okay, so okay, fresh questions. Let me guys address those. Melissa says you smart. I hope so, guys. I hope so. Sanil, did you consider me for 500 waiver if I have done my initial evolution? Yes, Sanil, mention to the case manager that you've been on webinar, and we'll consider that. Nicholas, how long do O1 visas last? Sorry, yes, 3 years, guys. 3 years, unlimited extensions. But trust me, within those 3 years, 90% of you will get the green cards. I found a job, and because of the change for the H1B fee, they did not hire me. Can they hire me with O1? Elias, absolutely. Guys, O1 is the best alternative to any visa you know, non-immigrant, okay? For the banned countries, for not banned, fast and furious, okay? I call it fast and furious, guys, because it's the best. Definitely is the best alternative to H1. As a non-permanent resident visa, does O1 have any exit tax? No. Only I don't even know if the residency has the exit tax. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I think only the citizenship of US has the exit tax if you want to give it up. Not sure about residency. Definitely no non-immigrant visas. Jahan, shall I mention all aspects and you could help me to negotiate between the most... Absolutely. Yes, Jahan, you can, in the same free evaluation form, you can give me all the information. Only looking for a B1A, professional association with electrical vehicle research area. Definitely. Guys, there's no industry or profession that I didn't have for 10 years of working on this, because that's all I do. EB1As, O1s, NIWs, and business. I've seen all professions, okay? So all sports, all professions, all engineers, all IT, all business, everything, okay? So don't worry about that. I have experience in everything. And always positive, because we have 90% plus chance of approval. My wife is a nurse. She wants to write NCLEX exam. Is it better to wait for her to file or for me to apply as a cybersecurity consultant? No, don't wait for your wife, Ken. She has no effect on your case. Cybersecurity is very good right now, very important. We have met before. Your team created for me the KEEP, yes, CIP. It doesn't make sense for me to fill the evolution. May I get the benefit? Yes, Khaled, mention that to your case manager. I'll let you in. Will lack of university hurt my chances? Guys, none, except for EB2NIW, O1, EB1A have no requirement for education. Why O1 intermediate? Why not going for EB1? Yes, we can go to EB1A directly unless you're from banned country and you're not in the US. Okay? O1 is for those of you who want to come to the US fast. For those of you who does not yet have EB1A, that's the second case. And the new case, if you're from the banned country and you're not in the US. Okay? Otherwise, if you're from UK, or like people here from Germany, from Canada, from Slovakia, then we can go straight for EB1A if there's no speed. If we have EB1A, and that's it, of course. Oleg, good remark, yes. All right, guys, EB1A, like you said, similar, not gonna stop on advantages because it's a green card. What kind of advantage? It's a residency, okay? Let's go straight to the criteria. So on top of all one, they have two more criteria, and they're mostly for art. So we have a photographer with us here today. So all art people have an advantage of adding two more criteria. The exhibition showcase, like your photos in galleries and museums, on exhibitions, on festivals, in magazines, important for the industry, that's the showcase. If you're a dancer, the festivals, you're dancing in front of people, and things like that. Okay, and the commercial success in performing arts. So if you're like a dancer, if you're in a movie, an actor, you're in a circus, you're a DJ. So if people pay money for whatever you do and it's successfully commercial enterprise, additional criteria. Okay, everything else is the same. Now, the depth and the amount of criteria is different from O1. Okay, that's why we guys give you 99% chance for O1 and 90% chance, sometimes 95 for EB1A, just because those things. Okay, more criteria and more depth. So let me give you an average case for EB1A. 4 articles in the press, 3 academic articles, contribution in the industry, 2 judging engagements, 3 critical roles, and higher salary. Okay, so you see 1 criteria more and a little bit more things in those criteria. Not a lot, but still significant. Okay, and there could be different combinations: associations instead of higher salary, awards instead of the contribution, and so on. Okay, if you guys put me in the corner. Okay, who's putting me in the corner? Let me see. Who's putting me in the corner? Nicholas. Nicholas is putting me in the corner, and Nicholas is holding me, and Sanil is holding the gun to my head and say, Stanislav, give me the easy formula without criteria to understand O1 or EB1A. Okay? And Izin is ready to put the trigger. Okay, 3 people participating. So I will give you one, guys. I will give you one formula. The years of experience. And it's not black and white, but it's like that. If you have about 3 years of experience, maybe a little bit more, we're probably looking at O1. If you have 7 to 10 years of experience plus, we're looking more at EB1A. It doesn't mean that I didn't get approvals for EB1A for people with 3 years of experience, and I didn't get approvals for O1s with people with 10 years experience. Of course. But if you guys know the bell curve, right? Bell curve. So the majority of O1s about 3 to 5 years experience, and EB1As 7 to 10 or more. Okay? So that's how you easily can see, okay, how many years I've been doing this. And I know some of you, like, I think a CEO from Canada, I can't remember, Nicholas, 30 years CEO. So Nicholas is holding the gun, right? So, of course, Nicholas, it's 30 is more than 10 by 20 years, you're looking at EB1A, unless you need to fastly come to the US, swiftly, okay? So this is a good way how you guys can, Sanil's like, no. This is how you guys know which one is better for you without the criteria. Again, criteria is more important. Chini, thank you for this great opportunity to inspire possibilities, sir. My pleasure, guys. I'm a university diploma degree and I work as a social community work administration. Okay, no problem. With 5 years, with social reconciliation awards and certification, can I be granted visa to you? Yes, definitely looking at O1 will bounce you off of EB1A because it does mean we cannot get EB1A, but we need to dig more and see what's up with the criteria. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Yes, Sanil, of course, 23 years of research, that's a lot. That's a lot. No, buying properties will not help in the US. Guys, we're running a little bit low on time. So let's switch to EB2NIW. Not my number one priority visa in 2026, but for some of you, it could be the only way to go if you don't have recognition, if you don't have achievements, but you have an idea how to help the US to move on in the future, financially, scientifically, economically, business-wise, helping the consumers, ecology, innovation, technology, whatever that is. Okay? Gotta have education, gotta have experience, gotta have an idea of the project that's gonna help the US, and a clear way how you're gonna implement that. Okay, and guys, this is a nutshell. Okay, of course the criteria, and by the way, the criteria for EB2NIW is not what actually the law says. It's my interpretation for you to understand, because the actual legal criteria is a little bit different. Don't worry about that. I have better criteria for your comprehension. Okay, so education, project, well positioned. You have a diploma, you have the idea important for the US, and you know how to implement that. That's basically it. Okay? Example of recent EB2NIW approval. I think one of my top cases, guys, IT guy who created the app, the platform for motorcycle riders. If you guys like motorcycles, I hate motorcycles. I think it's very dangerous. I call them organ donors because sooner or later it's going to happen. Whatever. There are people who like motorcycles, right? So he created the IT platform for them to explore the unknown trails in the US. I know it's weird, but like, what the hell? EB2NIW we're talking about? Yes. But there's a twist in this platform. We added, and that was my idea, we added the emergency call button. Your motorcycle, you drive, enjoy the trail in Oklahoma, and then something happens, you crash, and you're on the side of the road with no one to be found around, and you broke whatever, God forbid, but that happened. And what do? There's no signal, there is no cell phone, but there is like a special button you press, and it's through satellite, bam, 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 gives you the coordinates to the emergency services, they come and pick you up, save your life. Bam! Approval. Okay? I mean, it's just one of many, but give you an idea, something important for the US. So saving lives of motorcycle riders is really important, and the enjoyment of motorcycle riders of the new trails is also important. So, and this is like an exception to the rule, because usually it's like technology, like innovation, bringing new idea of how to build solar panels or things like that. That's more like of EB2NIW. All right, guys. Questions. Yeah, you guys been good with questions. Don't worry about the structure. Free evaluation. Guys, free evaluation. QR code or the link I attached to the chat. And with your understanding, with your vision, give me the best answers. Give me up to 2 days. I'll run them. I'll get back to you. Look for the word potential. If you see the word potential, like I said, first of all, you get the bonus because you've been on a webinar today. And that means that we can make things happen for you within the next 6 months. That's what the word potential actually means. And of course, $500 is a good little cherry on the top. Your second bonus, guys, while you're answering the free evaluation questions, which you have to do, otherwise it's a waste for you and for me, the guide for high achievers. Okay, same thing, QR code, and I'm gonna send you the link. I will ask the moderator to send the link to those who present in a click meeting. For those who watch for the restream, you guys can use the QR code, okay? Download it now because we're gonna close the links, guys. We're gonna close the links. All right, so guys, a few more things before I get back to your last questions. Really important today, be up to date what's happening with the law. You see this craziness, okay? You see what's going on, really fast changes, bam, bam, bam. You need to be up to date. So follow us on one or more platforms. And I'm giving you the QR codes. You can find us by the name of the company. Definitely YouTube and Instagram, I think, are the best ones, most accessible to you. But don't hesitate with the LinkedIn, X, and Telegram, Messenger, Facebook, whatever it is. We post updates really fast with analysis, with new laws, with new regulations, and we do it with a high quality. Okay, so you could already assess the work that we do. Okay, let's do a few more questions from you guys, and we're gonna be done. Okay, Silk Road is also a good example. Johan says yes, definitely. Silk Road is one of them. H-Ben, what is the high salary consideration for the U.S. Department of State? The U.S. Department of State. I'm not sure, H-Ben, what you mean. U.S. Department of State. Okay, I guess you're talking about the embassy because that's the jurisdiction of Department of State. They look by the USCIS laws. Okay, so the same consideration for them. Your salary, your taxes, the government statistics, you're higher than that for 20% or more. That's it. Johan, is there a possibility to ask you some special questions on WhatsApp or Telegram? Yes, Johan, absolutely. Guys, don't forget, press on the black tile at the top. Tile at the top on the green to be redressed to WhatsApp Messenger. If you have like question, you don't want to like expose, whatever, confidential, no problem. Somebody's going to take care of that. H-Ben says for the US government, what's the ceiling for high salary? There is no ceiling, H-Ben, no ceiling. So as high as in my career, I've seen salaries for $1 million. Okay, there's people work in tech in the US. It's possible, right? But we're looking at the average statistics. We do the math, we show them, and that's usually how it's easily done. How to calculate high salary for China employer in 2013. So yes, we go back in 2013. We find the government statistics for average salary at the time. If there is no government statistics, expert opinions, okay, or maybe press or maybe publications. But that's the way we go. All right, guys. Free evaluation. Looking for the word potential. Coming to the complex immigration planning. Getting that strategy, getting understanding of everything, hiring my team for complete case filing, okay? Working on it for 6 months extensively, filing it, getting approval, and moving to the US, depending on the visa, O1 within 2 months, EB1A within 9 months after approval if your country is not banned, EB2 and IW in about 2 years, okay? So it's still not as hard as it looks, but guys, trust me, things getting harder and more expensive. So yesterday was the best, today is the second best. Don't miss your opportunity. Make 2026 your year. My name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here.